to roll this video. It could be a lot, but I was feeling the inspiration to record. I just harvested a watermelon too. First, this is the first one that I've actually grown. It's quite small, but I've just had a sauna and about to smash this watermelon because it's very cooling for the body. And I don't know, I got home from the sauna and I just kind of had a bit of a download and realization that I could possibly be a little bit out of balance at the moment, probably too much yang. I've been looking into Chinese medicine a lot recently as well, the yin, the yang, and then the 5 different elements in the wheel and how they affect each other. But let's just start with the yin and yang. Yeah, so I got back from the sauna and my left nostril just started bleeding. I felt a little bit of irritation and then I nose flushed it with some Celtic sea salt, and then my left nostril just started bleeding. And usually I would like try to stop it with by pinching it or something, but then I was like, maybe my body's bleeding because it wants to bloodlet, so get rid of blood, because my blood could be slightly acidic or it needs just to clean out. Because females, they have their moon cycle every month where their body can kind of get rid of blood and rebalance itself naturally and sink back in with nature. But guys, we don't really have this as much. Well, we don't have this at all. Maybe throughout the day we have cycles, but so yeah, my nose started bleeding and I'm like, let's just go in the shower, turn the shower on hot, and then just tip my head and just leave it and just let it bleed. So I just watched my nose just dripping this bright red blood for probably about 5 or 10 minutes, and then it just naturally stopped and I feel really, really great. I came out of the shower, got in the sunshine and oiled up with Kissed by the Rose by Soul Sauce, the best stuff ever. Yeah, just oiled up fully, made sure my nasal passages were lubricated, put some in my ears, and just got myself all oiled up, because after you go in the sauna or water, you want to oil to like trap the moisture in. You don't want your skin to go all dry and cracky and ashy and weird. But yeah, that's one of the things that I've been looking into. Another thing I'm also going to be looking into more is human design, because a video just popped up and I just quickly watched it, and I've dived into human design and gene keys and all that stuff in the past, and then I was like, oh, this is kind of like telling me how I should live my life. I should just want to live my life on my own terms. But then I realized what actually is my own terms, because all the conditioning and brainwashing from everything since you've been born, you've been kind of brainwashed by TV shows you've watched, by friends, family, relatives, the school system especially. Man, imagine that, 5 years old until whatever, 21, 22, you're sitting down in like a classroom being blasted with all this stuff from people who are trying to tell you how the world works. So you don't think for yourself and figure out yourself. You trust these people who have learned it from someone else who knows put that information in their head. And everyone knows, like, information's always changing. So now the way that I was thinking about it was, sorry, I'm just gonna hold it on this side. Yeah, now the way that I've been thinking about the human design is maybe what it's doing, if you use it correctly, is it can give you permission and it can point out where you're living just based on your conditioning and programming from the past, and point the direction in ways that you could live more aligned to yourself. And it's like permission to experiment. For example, like I'm a projector, a 4/6 projector, and projectors are not like generators, where generators can just keep working and working and working, going and going, and they can be around people a lot. But projectors need to be alone quite a lot, and they need to rest, they need to play, and they're very, very efficient, and they can see things. So the way they're gonna operate is different from a generator. And that rings really true for me. Like, I could never just go like 10 hours a day and just grind on the same task. I like to kind of go in there when I have the inspiration, like this video right now, and then just like kind of do some quick hits, and then after that I'll like just relax and chill out and come back to the center. And then when I have another burst of inspiration, go out there and do it. And that's been very much my personality my whole life. Yeah. Okay, switching subjects now. We're going to talk about Chinese medicine and the seasons. And the reason why I started looking back into Chinese medicine is because I've been doing biohacking, which is like kind of Western stuff, So I've been doing biohacking for a long time. I was looking into Ayurveda, kind of like native indigenous wisdom and like shamanism and all these plant medicines and things like that. And I realized, why haven't I looked into my roots? Because if I go backwards like many years, my ancestors would all be from China, and Chinese medicine is one of the oldest medicines, if not the oldest in the world, and it's got a lot of wisdom. And if anything, even if it doesn't apply for everyone, it would make more sense that I would look into it at least to see what I should be eating and just the patterns of life, instead of like taking it from someone else's culture. But even though the wisdom can be taken from everywhere, because they all kind of point towards the same thing, but I was looking into it a lot, and I really resonate with how it's all about balance between the yin, the yang, the flow of the seasons. And right now in Australia, we are in autumn, which is the season of metal and the organ of the lungs. And it is so funny because about a week ago, just naturally, I woke up and I was like, I need to do a lung cleanse. And I just started the 1 month lung cleanse. And then now that I've looked into it, we're in the element and the organ of the lungs. So like it just kind of syncs up super well, which is also funny. Everything, if you are like centered and in tune with yourself, which I've been focusing on so much, like if this is an instrument, just tuning my instrument to the universe and to my heart and to God, and just the divine intelligence, being in that groove and the flow instead of fighting against the current. If you tune yourself into that through whatever practices you need to do, for me, I've been doing a lot of qigong and very, very slow nasal breathing and just very light movements. I haven't been going to the gym for over a year now. I used to go there, headphones, just be pumping and being very, very aggressive and very yang and just pushing my body and smashing things. These days, I've just felt the need to really just reel it back in and be more gentle and soft and flowy. And it's been serving me really, really well at the moment. I lost my train of thought from where I was going with that. Oh yeah, tuning into yourself. If you can actually tune into your center and become aligned, then naturally you'll find that the decisions you make and the natural direction of your life is actually syncing up with the seasons. And you're not going to have to like go out there and look so much for what's out there, but it's actually going to more just come right into your path without you having to search for it too hard. It will just literally fall into your lap. And that's what I've been finding more and more as I've been refining my life and tuning into what feels right in my like spirit, body, and not thinking too much and not trying to like find the best answer by thinking and analyzing and like tearing things apart, but more just doing my best with what I have right now and making sure that I'm in my center as much as possible. And there's been so much like amazing things happening. After, me, I've been traveling for ages and doing all this stuff, and it's like finally I've come to a stage in life where I'm just really, really, really loving where I am right now, and loving this home, this temple that we're creating, this beautiful garden. And it's just me and Ina staying here at the moment, and it just feels so right. And we're having a family. We're bringing a life into this world in just under 4 months. So a winter baby going to be cocooning here, and I'm just so excited to create like a place that's just stable. And I think for now I'm done with the traveling. I'm just gonna put down some roots in Adelaide and see what can blossom and grow here when I actually stay. And just cultivating the land and making the home beautiful and making the flow of life good. Because like while traveling is good because you go out there and you get inspiration and like you learn and you're out there. If I'm always traveling, like living in my van, going to Bali and all this stuff, I'm getting all these ideas, but I've got nowhere to really like root it down and allow it to grow. So yeah, I'm actually really excited about this natural stage of life. It just, as I said, it always just works out the way it's meant to. And the way that I'm kind of seeing my like future flow with business and life and everything is, I reckon like once a week I'm gonna drop out a YouTube video, just putting all this information, everything that I'm focusing on and whatever's like on my heart and mind out there for people, that if you want to like watch it and consume it, then you can take what resonates with you. Because I'm sure like a lot of stuff will resonate because we're all in like similar yeah, we're all on similar paths. If you're watching this, we're definitely like on a similar vibration and path. And posting much less on social media. I used to post every single day, but instead now just, yeah, posting less, but making sure what I'm posting is really aligned and potent. Like, yeah, I just feel like it's just so interesting, because when I was younger, I was putting out a lot of energy and everything. And now that I'm a bit older and maybe wiser, it's just that refining the game and refining my actions. And yeah, it feels really, really good. And yeah, gonna be building the website probably in the new moon tomorrow for Soul Source, and just getting the offerings out there, because a lot of people don't even know what I'm offering and what I have. And I realized, like, while that's good, I want to get the flow of the business going more, so I can not be concerned about ordering in 20 kilograms of the best cacao and it's not going out. Like, I want things to be able to come to me and move out, and everything to be like a fair exchange and just good. So learning so much, and I think that's all for this video. Peace and love, family, and I'll see you soon.